Well, I love that you just raved about, so you think you dance for being so, unique and everything, because I wanted to talk about a reality show. I don't normally write about or talk about reality shows, but this one is not fitting into your category at all. It's Big Brother. So back in college, I really wanted to be on Big Brother. I thought out of all of the reality shows, I could potentially win that one because it's just sitting in a house. You don't have to do anything physical. Obviously, as the years have gone on, it's become much more physical. And I'm very, very happy that I have never pursued it because the people in those houses are the worst people in the whole world. And I don't know if they're amping up their personalities for the cameras or if it's the opposite, if it's like their guards are just down because they literally forget the cameras are there. I don't know what it is, but I'm fascinated by it because every year I'm like, oh, it can't be worse than so-and-so from years past. And then it is. And so this season... Look, there are some really interesting players in this season. There's a guy who I'm fascinated with because he's like a youth minister or a youth pastor. I'm not exactly sure what his title is, but he just doesn't seem like he should be in that house. Like he seems like the nice Christian man who doesn't belong in that. Streets. I don't know where they found him. I don't know why he'd want to be on the show. Obviously for the money. There's a guy who's like a pizza delivery guy who's like super funny and cool, and everyone is convinced he's a genius because they're like, there's no way he's a pizza delivery guy. Like they all think he's lying to them or whatever. So there's both ends of the spectrum, and then there are people like Rachel Riley's sister who I'm sure is lovely, but is going to get a bad rap because she's Rachel Riley's sister. And Rachel, everyone who watches Big Brother, she's arguably one of the better players. But she's also arguably one of the more annoying players. And, her sister looks just like her, and people have already figured it out. And so it's a matter of, like, does she even get a fair shot in the game? Does she even deserve a fair shot in the game? It's amazing. And I just am so fascinated by, like, literally the fly on the wall of watching these people just, like, already. They sit down in the house, and they're already really savvy players, and they already they know who they want to align with, and they know who they find annoying, and they're already scheming to get people out. And this summer, there's this twist of 3 people are nominated instead of 2 every week because the head of household nominates 2, and then America votes for a most valuable player of the week, and so then that most valuable player of the week nominates a 3rd person, but that person gets to be anonymous the whole time. So you're playing to America as much as you're playing to your housemates, and it's just going to mean chaos, and everyone is going to be like, I want to make good TV, so I want to be the asshole, or I want to make good TV, so I want to be like the type. They're putting themselves into types. And I just don't, I can't look away, is what it is. It's like that is the train wreck of reality TV as to the opposite of everything you were saying, but the honey boo-boos and everything that people look down on reality TV for being, like the Real Housewives, and it's so true because it's on 3 nights a week. And yes, I will watch all 3 nights a week because it's summer and there's limited other stuff on, and it's fascinating. It's this huge social experiment, and no one's really, they come into the house and they maybe weren't famous before the house, but the minute they're in that house, they are public personalities. And because this is one of the rare games that's going on semi-live, they can't be at home, like live tweeting and correcting and, trying to make themselves look better. So when they come out of the house is the only time that the wall goes back up. If it goes back up, and that to me is also just fascinating. It's like you can't, your character assassinating yourself on television every week, and there's nothing you can do about it until it's all over. And I can't look away.
I've literally never seen an episode of Big Brother, but I kind of want to watch it just because to understand half of what she just said.
Amazing. It's just, I can't, it's just so good.